Fair enough. With that, tell me which way should it flow? Should it flow in the end to you or first to you?
Maybe the end.
And that's best because he has the maximum to speak. I suggest that whatever comes to your mind, please do go ahead. Keep this green looking at you.
Thank you. Yeah. So my name is Arul Prakash. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu. I am working as a senior estimation engineer at the Saroj Group of Company in Muscat. So past 12 years I'm working in Oman. Before I worked in Abu Ghatim Group of Company, now I am working in Saroj Construction as a senior estimation engineer, doing a tender submissions, tender evaluation, get the project to our organization. That's my career.
How do you know him?
Yeah. Mr. Singara Vadivel is...
Singara Vadivel?
Yeah. Singara Vadivel.
Singara Vadivel.
Singara Vadivel.
Yes.
Singara.
Yeah. Dr. Singara Vadivel, he is a biggest holder. So he is basically from born in India, Tamil Nadu, the district called Ramanathapuram. So I know very well about him, but he will going to explain what his story. Someone good to explain to that kind of things here.
Sorry, I'm going to keep on asking for the microphone. I think Mridal may be a good idea to get with other microphone also. The reason is that I don't expect you to speak about him, he'll speak about himself. Yeah. The idea is that how you got to know about him, kind of association if anything. But let me pass on the microphone to you. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Ajit Kumar. I am working as site engineer in Al Tasnim Enterprises. I came to Oman 2023, 3 years I am working in Oman. I know him, I seen his video, I know him very well. Yes, thank you.
No, when you say you know him very well, there's so many cyclists. Of course, you must have seen his videos. What is it that really got interested in his adventure activity? There should be something superlative, right? Beyond his cycling very well and having some couple of awards, his accolade, I don't know, whatever. So, why?
No, sir, I seen his videos previously interviewed. Is very inspirational to me. Really, I am saying.
So, besides doing whatever he does, cycling, right? Motorcycling. Besides that, you also speak well. So, perhaps there's a lot of story, human story behind whatever he does, yes, is what I see. Just as I give to Pradeep, just keep Pradeep, this green thing facing you. Because, correct? Yeah, Milan, can you help him out? No, he's positioning problem slightly. आप पूरा माइक्रोफोन घुमाओ ना. अरे यार.
Okay. Myself Pradeep Kumar. I am counselor community welfare in the embassy. It's my pleasure, and in fact a pleasure of all of us from the embassy to welcome you to the embassy. In fact, during last few years, you've been the second motorcyclist. You will be glad to know that a few years ago, Sadhguru himself came to the embassy when he was motorcycling around the world. I had a short interaction with you a short while ago, and I came to know that you have been to many, almost 59 countries that you have already traversed. It was also amazing to learn that you are a doctor, you are an IT professional, and that this thing that you are doing for your passion. But we would certainly want to learn that what drove you for this passion, and what was basically your motive, and what actually you wanted to achieve through this journey. Another thing I want to say is that this motorcycling, you have traversed the entire Latin America, but you missed out Venezuela, which has been my favorite country in the whole world to say after India. But you missed out that country. I am sure that had you applied for visa for Venezuela, you would have got because of your Indian origin. And you would have loved to traverse through that country also. And I look forward, like all other panelists, to learn from you, particularly the human stories, as Ambassador Sir said, that what touched you and what did you find different, what were your approaches when you face various kind of difficulties during your journey. I just also want to learn from you to hear from you that which is the best country you found during the whole journey. That also I look forward to hear from you, and why. Thank you.
As Modit takes over the microphone, let me also add that I served in Venezuela after I began my career in Mexico. So I fully agree with him. It's a lovely country, but not necessarily when you go to 54. Obviously, you have to miss some. That's the reason you have not hit 194. And Venezuela happens to be it, perhaps some other time. And you are doctor and also IT. So I don't know, that's a doctor comes from IT background, engineering background, or a proper doctor. That will be one intrigue which every one of the people around will have. Besides motorbiking, what doctoring do you do? Modit.
His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Vadivel and fellow panelists, we generally keep, it's a normal practice nowadays in the evening to de-stress yourself, to look at YouTube videos and reels, but to meet a hero of your accomplishment in person definitely it's a very, very precious moment for all of us who are here to interact with you today. I am Captain Mudit Soni. I am the defense attaché in the embassy here, and I am from the Navy, Indian Navy. So this particular passion that you have embarked upon reminds me or takes me back to the various similar adventures that the Navy has embarked upon and successfully completed. We had Captain Donde, who circumnavigated the entire globe on a small boat. We had Commander Abhilash Tommy, who followed his footsteps. While Captain Donde did it with certain port calls, Commander Abhilash finished it without touching a single port. Thereafter, we had the ladies pitching in, the Nari Shakti, or the women, empowered women of our country. 5 of them embarked again on a circumnavigation voyage. So I see that I see a lot of striking resemblance in what I have seen in the Navy over the last 20 years and what I have just heard of what you are doing. So please take us through the continental experience of how you start, how you plan, how you go from one country to the other, the various challenges that you face, and obviously the various accomplishments that you achieve on your way. Also, please, as His Excellency the Ambassador has already alluded, please tell us about the doctor behind this motor cyclist. We will be very interested to know that, because that itself tells a lot about a human being, that you're not one of those who is easily satisfied. You always have this quench for more. Your dil mange more. So that's why you embark on these things. So with a very, very receptive heart, I look forward to these coming minutes and hours of discussion with you, and definitely would want to imbibe the good qualities or the good experiences that you share with us. Thank you.
Dr. Singara Vadivel, DA Mudit has already expected you to speak at length on how you prepare, how you plan, what kind of things you see. I would say that one of the best outputs of your kind of venture is to connect people across the globe. So that is something which is very, very appreciated. In the process of trying to meet people, connect with them, in the process also to hold the flag of India high, you may also face some challenges. I do not wish you to name any country for that matter, an individual, because that's not for this common kind of broadcast. But be as it may, alluding to those challenges as you face would also be equally illustrative and insightful as your satisfaction and success would be.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Krishnamurthy. I'm working in Suhail Bhawan International Group Holding. Last 11 years I'm here as a senior infrastructure analyst. Once I want to talk about sir, is inspired me a lot, and he's a motivation speaker. And
everybody speaks. He's a great motivation speaker. Tell me one motivation which he gave. No, just one,
sir. It's literally.
Do you want to get disappointed?
Sir, better.
No. I just want to bring him to specifics. No, I'm sure that there's a lot about you, but be as it may, if you can.
Yes.
One thing which inspired you.
Sir, actually, I'm basically a middle, not middle. basic level family and low level family I brought up. Similar, he was brought up. The thing is, whatever he said, it's connected me. He inspired those things. How I want to become a lead my life. It's those things I'm getting from him. That only thing I want to highlight.
No, absolutely. There are people who quote circumstances to say why they could not live the way they wished. But there are those who, no matter the circumstances, try to circumvent and go over them to find whatever their vision or desire or design of the life is. So, absolutely, motivation must be. So, thank you very much. Now, if you have done, let's give the floor.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Sir, I have too much things. Entire, I think 1 or 2 hours, you will be filled. That much things, sir, have.
Okay, but Dr. Singara Vadivel, I would not want to tire you out because we would certainly be also digging deeper into what all you have said in the past to social media. So don't unnecessarily get hassled or belaboring the point which you already made. So my request will be maybe in the next 5-10 minutes, you share whatever is the highlight and whatever is the strength, whatever all the panelists have expressed their interest in. So please do cover them. This is just to relax you, not to tire you out, because the desire and the appetite of everybody across the table is too much. But not to do that, everybody would be then looking into your social media, whatever channel that you have. Dr. Singara Vadivel, right? Am I pronouncing it well?
Correct.
Good. So people will be able to find out the biker, the best Singara Vadivel. So, and they'll find out about more attributes about you. For now, 5 to 10 minutes. Please do go ahead. It is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and this is a great honor.
You can
to
keep
be
looking
here.
occasionally to the entire audience also in that little camera there on the occasionally. It's up to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a real honor to be here. I really appreciate from bottom of my heart. Yes, I'm Dr. Singara Vadivel. I try to compress everything in 5 to 10 minutes, which is the most difficult thing for me to do, but I will try. Born in a very remote village for uneducated farm labor as an elder son with the 6 siblings. My village have a elementary school up to 5th standard, so we go to school just to get one-time meals. My childhood days were extreme frugal, extreme tight, extreme simple. Having even 3-time meal itself a luxury. So most of the time we all settle with the 5th grade because we know how to read, write Tamil, and then you know how to sign. That is compared to be highly educated compared to our parents. But I refuse to accept my limitation. I don't want to set my destiny based on my limitation, what I have today. That was the first thought I got when I was young. So I started exploring what I can do. Everything looked like all the doors and windows seems to be closed. I don't have rich parents, I don't have rich connection, I'm in a very small village, nothing. But I find there is something in my control, which is education. So studying is up to me, being simple is up to me, being disciplined is up to me. So I grabbed those things which is in my control, not just grabbed, focused, laser focused. After 5th grade, I got a pressure, good enough, join the labor force, we are struggling. I said, no, I'm going. High school, 12-kilometer walk, barefoot. My poverty I will describe in one word. I had my first sandal chappal shoe when I went to university. So 12-kilometer walk with a barefoot, with aluminium tiffin bags, with the leftover kanji, walking every day, and then evening helping to the parents for taking care of the goat and cow and all these things. Pretty tough, but I never get distracted with the negative things. I just started focusing on things which is in my control, rather than complaining that parents didn't do this, I don't have that, I didn't do this, blah blah blah. My village don't have electricity, no road, no running water, it is a HUD, mud wall HUD. So I focused, study, finished high school, decided to go to university. I write the entrance exam. I got the admission in one of the top university. I got a lot of support. I had to beg for every basic thing. Somebody give me your pant, give me your shirt, buy me some school supply, pay me my tuition. There are times where I was kicked out of hostel because I was not able to pay. So those 4 years I had to live an extreme frugal, simple life. Going to the tea stall itself a luxury for me. I never been to movie theater till today. But I don't want to get distracted with what I have. I just focused what I have in my control. Studied. I was a university rank holder with the BE honors in electrical engineering. I got a lot of jobs, including government jobs in the electricity board, but I decided I want to go further. Remember, I said, never settle with your temporary setbacks, what you have. I did my master's, same story, finished it. And then, in those days, 89, 90, everybody after third year, fourth year, writing GRE, TOEFL, go for a MS in US. I said, why can't me? I wanted to go. It's not only for people who have money. I wanted to go. It was almost an impossible task in those days, but I decided, I explored all possibilities, how I can go even if I don't have money. So I finished my master's with the university rank, and then I decided to go to US in 1989-90. There is no IT, there is no internet, there is no H1B. So going to US is not that easy for a person who don't have the financial background. So I explored, don't ask me how I did, I need 3 hours to explain that process. So in a simple way, I proved that I'm not a normal guy, I'm an extraordinary student. I don't have money, but I have a lot of other things. So with that, I got admission with a scholarship. I went, I did my PhD in one of the reputed university, and then I got a job in a dream company, which is AT&T Bell Labs as a scientist. Bell Laboratory is the company, research lab, where all the technology what we are using today, cell phone operating system, the digital telephony, internet, laser, semiconductor, C language, all the high-level programming language, everything is born from AT&T Bell Labs. So I had an opportunity to work there as almost 13 years as a scientist, and one way or another I had my signature in most of the development. And year 2000 came, there was a technological evolution. Internet came, Java, Apple, Microsoft, eBay, Amazon, the e-commerce structure boomed, everything based on web. So I jumped to Microsoft and Microsoft subsidy companies for next 22 years as a technologist, architect, and I'm a hardcore technology design and many Microsoft products and other implementations. So that journey took me almost like mid-40s. Now you may wonder what happened to your family. When I left my family, my parents were living in a hut, no electricity, no water, and 3 sisters and 2 brothers, having a basic thing itself a luxury. So next couple of decades took me to bring my family to the level. You know, people always look at the height where we are, but they have to remember the depth where I come from. So now my family have one of the highly educated family in the village with more doctors, engineers, scientists all over the world. So one man, one mission, that is just education, determination and discipline changed my life, my family. Today in my village, almost every family have educated, some degree holder. Almost there is no HUD. Lot of people have a car all over the world. One way or another, directly, indirectly, I was an inspiration to my village, my community, my area. Today, like all over the world, I have given speech at more than 70 universities. Last 2 years during the trip itself, I have given 29 speeches, including 6 university speech in Oman. So, now you may wonder, you reached Silicon Valley, you reached a handful of people in particular technology. By the way, I have guided 20 PhDs, I evaluated 18 PhDs, I went to many universities, lot of technical conference and everything. All these things I wanted to tell. I studied Tamil medium all the way my school. Only from university I went to English. I don't have the like a charismatic packaging and presentation skill. In my life, every accomplishment I had, there will be a 20, 30, 40 failures, goof of insult, ignorant. One thing that I never afraid to fail. So, based on my own life story, I focused on things which is in my control. I never allowed my limitation to decide my destiny, and I never afraid to fail. And also I never expect things to be easy. I like to be a warrior in everything what I really wanted to be. No matter what it takes, including even if it takes my life, I'm willing to give up my life to achieve what I really wanted to do. So that is the kind of quality, character, and which take me to Silicon Valley. And then I had my final thing, that never forget the root. That is the thing that took me, that yes, I elevated my family. Now I have everything worldly thing. And by the way, my wife is a medical doctor with a double MD and fellowship from US, medically MD internal medicine and MD neurology with a fellowship in electromyography in Texas. So I have everything in worldly thing I accomplished. I may not be a Sundar Pichai, I may not be a Satya, but I have done my thing from where I come from, because Satya's father is an IAS officer. My father is an uneducated farm laborer. So after that, I could have continued this life. My bank balance would have been little fatter or whatever. Then I decided I don't want to forget my root where I come from. Today, I was in Silicon Valley because a lot of kind-hearted people helped me. In addition to all those, me being a warrior and all these things, but there are a lot of people help me. So it's my turn to do something for the society. So after my family responsibilities are taken care, I started doing something that what I can do, or what I wanted to do, but I never be able to do. Small things, because childhood days, very frugal life. Even after started working as a professor, I had a lot of family responsibility. I have to do a simple life in America with a paycheck to paycheck. I never been to salon for last 35 years in America. I do my haircut by myself. That is just to save money. I saved nearly $20,000+ by haircut alone. That money goes to many students, school supplies, school uniform, tuition fee. I bought my first new car, Toyota Corolla, 1995. I drove that car till 2023, 28 years. That saved a lot of money on my transport. That helped many students, from poor students in India, to get their medical degree, engineering degree, teacher training, and polytechnic. So I did my share of things, and then I really missed my life. I was not living, I was surviving. Then I realized that I want to live my life. I want to travel. I wanted to take photography. I want to play tennis and cricket, all these things. Then motorcycle was one of them that I never had a chance to do. So at the age of 50, went to India to learn motorcycle, and then came back and bought the biggest BMW motorcycle. I started traveling around the US and Canada, everything. I want to kind of check what is my ability is. Then I found that riding a motorcycle is not an adventure, it's not a thrill, it's not a passion, it's nothing to prove anything. It is an inner journey through outer journey. It was a therapy, it was a pure meditation. I cannot sit and do meditation for 4 or 5 hours, but while riding a motorcycle for 5, 6, 7, 8, even 15 hours, predominantly I can convert most of the time as a meditation. We all know what is the benefit of having a meditation. So I decided, enough. This is an amazing thing. I did Silicon Valley, I did some technological thing, all these things, but I didn't know who am I. So in this journey, I got a lot of identity. Dr. Singara Vadivel. I have written 6 books. Author Singara Vadivel. I have given speech at 70 university. Motivational speaker Singara Vadivel. Adventure Singara Vadivel. Wow, I got so many identity. Who am I really? That's the question came to me. The true identity of me is Singara Vadivel is a being, a human being. But unfortunately, in the pursuit of career, life, accomplishment, achievement, pride, everything, we build a lot of identity. That identity build a egoistic, egocentric personality. I become, this is the way I do, this is what I expect, this is my way, this is all these things. There is no such a thing. Everybody born in this world with a humble, simple, kind-hearted human being. But in the pursuit of all this career, we suppress those human character and we become our own entity. And we started living with that monsteric entity, calling that is me. So I decided that I want to destroy that entity, reach out, elevate, bring out the person who you are really. That is Singara Vadivel, the being, the human being. So that is my personal objective of this trip. So how you are doing that by riding a motorcycle? That doesn't make any sense. Except my motorcycle and my laptop, I don't have anything. To dress, couple of basic things. and I travel extreme simple way to the extent that I beg for food. Sir was asking, how do you guys know all these things? So I find out who are all the Indian people. I go and beg them, can you give me food? Can you give me a place to sleep? So I intentionally do that. I go and knock Indian community. I ask them, give me food, give me a place to sleep. Asking unknown people food is not that easy. Your ego will come with the full force. What the heck are you doing? Do you know who you are? Do you know where you were? Why should you asking a food to somebody? Then you have to tell them, shut up, go away. That is the process I take it to transform myself from all the illusory identity to the Singara Vadivel, a simple, humble, kind, compassionate, empathetic human being. That is my personal objective in this journey, and I am doing it very well with all those Indian community. This is a classic example today. This is unimaginable honor that I am getting sitting next to the honor. This is unimaginable. All these things destroying who you are. You are nothing. That is my personal goal. The social objective, yes, I got a lot of technological advantage being a Silicon Valley technologist. I had the experience from assembly language all the way to developing an algorithm for artificial intelligence. I wanted to share that knowledge wherever I can. And then me being a humble background, struggling for a food, reaching a Silicon Valley, that story itself is quite a story. I don't need an Alexander, I don't need a Napoleon, I don't need Thomas Alva Edison. I can use my own story to motivate people who are in the brink of giving it up based on their temporary situation. No matter who they are, a vice president, company CEO, company owner, or a poor maid working in something. I have met thousands and thousands of people from that level to this level in this journey. I have met 19 government ministers from 15 countries. I have given a speech, Empowering Africa by Digitalization. That process is taking into next level to many countries. I have given 29 university speeches in Africa. I have touched many, many, many students. I have visited almost 125 enterprises, big to small, give them a speech to our Indian diaspora, many, many things. So that is my social aspect, to share my knowledge, to motivate people based on my story. That's what it is. Now I'm going to, I started my journey from Texas, went to all Central America except Venezuela. I appreciate that. I really wanted to go, but that situation was not very positive during that time, immediately after election. And then I went all the way to Antarctica, then Chile, shipped the bike to Madrid, Spain, and then from Spain, Portugal, entered Morocco, the first African country, then crossed the entire North Africa, West Africa, Central Africa, South Africa, East Africa, up to Kenya, 37 African countries. Not easy. So last 1 year, you asked what are all the difficulties you faced. I will make it one sentence. Except death, I have faced every possible problem that you can imagine. Every possible problem you can imagine. I will highlight few of them. There is 3 near-death experience. A trigger away, 10 minutes away from death, a strap away from death. I was 3 weeks in ICU in Argentina, 2 weeks no vision. The point I wanted to bring is not about me. 99% or even 100% of people would have quit the situation where I have faced. Remember, being a warrior, if you wanted to do something, don't expect things to be easier like a cakewalk. So as long as I am alive, as long as I am able to hold my motorcycle, as long as I have all the legal thing, entry permit and the gate open, the border open, I will continue. So in this journey in Africa, I faced all kind of problem. you don't need to ask any question. Every question, the answer is yes, except death. So now I enter into Oman by hoping that I will continue all the Middle East, then go to Europe, then Asia, and I wanted to spend quite a lot of time in my mother country, the great India, because when I was in India till 1990, my North India was Bangalore till today. I never been to beyond Bangalore because I don't have money. When I got money, I have no time. So to do this kind of epic journey, you need three things: money, time, physical, mental strength. Unfortunately, ironically, surprisingly, in this world, not many people have all three simultaneously. That's the problem. I am blessed that right now I have all three. So I wanted to make use of it, go to India. I'm going to travel the fullest extent in India, nook and corner. When Captain was introducing, salute to you guys, sir. And all the Indian representation here, I salute. And then Honorable mentioned to me what kind of experience you are facing. In India, I've been to almost 15, 20 embassies so far. I got both the extreme. It's a classic example. The other extreme, the hospitality, the love and care, unimaginable. And sadly, I have to admit, I have faced the extreme humiliation, extreme insult, extreme ignorance from our own people, our own embassies in few countries. But I don't want to take any good and bad. Everything I take it to transform myself, that you are nothing. I take it that way. And then somebody said, what is the best country? I never go to any country with the expectation. If you have an expectation, the disappointment is waiting for you. The deeper you have an expectation, the depth of disappointment will be very difficult. So I go with the totally open-minded, no agenda, no expectation, go everything as flow. Once you don't have an expectation, there will not be a disappointment, and there is no need to judge this country is good, that country is bad. As soon as you rate something higher, then indirectly you are lowering other countries. So I don't want to judge everything. Every country have a good and bad. If it is good, I enjoy. If it is bad, I use it to transform myself, that you are nothing, you are a human being. So that is the way I am doing it. And I really don't know how I can thankful to the AsiaNet team who put so much effort to arrange this speech. And I thought I'm going to meet the Honorable, take a picture. I never thought this is, you guys are, I'm becoming emotional. Thank you so much, Ji. I know it took a lot of time, and it's very difficult for me to compress it in 5-10 minutes. My apology for violating that rule.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. You need a big round of applause. And a bigger break before we finish the round of some questions from here, also perhaps from behind. So take good breath. You are a very good listener, great memory that you have, and therefore you will not be able to miss any of the questions that we pose. So just to provoke you, with that such a success that you have had in life, inspire people to do what? To beg? Provocative, in the sense that what is it that the people have to look up to when they see your journey? With your kind of strength that you have, is that the best that you could do? If it's an internal journey, I rest my case, because internal journey has no other way. But if it is to give back to the society, can it be only lectures, giving guidance, and then there's nobody that they can look up to? Most of the African countries, for example, I don't know what your experience has been, that they would be really appreciating the suggestion that you give, but then they will say, can you do it for us? So as they have that subsequent question, what has been their experiential curve of these countries, if at all you know? The very fact you're moving from country to country, where is that they can look up to? I know there are answers to it, but I would rather provoke you and get some answers from you. I know, and therefore don't take it otherwise. Meanwhile, the others, if you have any points or observations, please do make, and then I'll give also to you. So please do be ready with some questions or comments. कुछ बोलना जरूरी नहीं है, नहीं तो पास करते जाओ.
Thank you so much for a very stimulating and motivational presentation. I don't have any question, but I have a couple of observations. First thing that your story is really motivating. It reminded me of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. From humble beginning to this level that you have come, he was also from the same. He also rose from the same humble beginnings, and incidentally, he was also from your neighborhood only, near Rameshwaram. I had a chance to have a short interaction with him when I was posted in Bangkok, and I asked him, sir, that you had only this much baggage, and he gave me the same answer which you said, that I have only these 2 pairs of clothes, 1 laptop, and that's it. So that's why you reminded me of him, particularly these 2 observations of yours. You also mentioned that you have basically dedicated your entire life now for the well-being of those who have been left behind. So that reminded me another Hindi film song, अपने लिए जिए तो क्या जिए, तो जिए दिल जमाने के लिए. So that also reminded me. So that's a great thing that you are doing. Another thing that also reminded me, that again I have forgotten. If I come to, if it comes to my mind again, then I will come back to that. But what you have been doing, I came to know again. I can remember that again. You mentioned that you do not want to compare one country with another country. But I am sure that when you will complete the entire journey, and at the end of the day, I hope that you will say that सारे जहाँ से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, even if you are now no longer Indian citizen, but I am sure that ultimately you will change this opinion.
Thank you for sharing so much in so less time with all of us, sir. Really honored to be a part of this story. As far as hearing it is concerned, that itself is, raises goosebumps at times. You brought out 3 tangibles which do not occur simultaneously in someone's life, and you're lucky and blessed to have them. I think what I heard from you, I personally believe that there are a lot of intangibles behind you. All the good that you've done to uplift so many people in the society, so that they could pursue their goals. I think those are that dua which has come from them is one big intangible that is supporting you and will continue to support you. I also came to know of what you're gonna pursue further in this journey of yours, and I wish you all the best for that, and may all that you want to pursue comes true, and comes true in the form and way that you want it to be. Thank you.
So congratulations on your journey. I look after the visa here, and we've had people like you. We had somebody who was on the cycle traveling across the globe, and me and my officer colleagues, they often get into the reason why you started this journey. So somebody would have been spurned off by their lover, or somebody who had been done enough with the world. And again, your story also is different, it's unique, and it's inspiring. So the trend follows. So thank you for your story. What he told about the 3 tangibles which you were speaking, you're lucky to have all 3 of them: money, time, and physical fitness. And I do follow physical fitness a lot, and I am keen to know what keeps you fit, because you're saying you eat out with anybody, you are dependent on the food, and then what makes you, and I have tried this bike journey as well, and it's difficult. We have done some 2,000 kilometers at a stretch, and I know it's difficult on the back, it's difficult on the legs. So what keeps you fit, what keeps you going? Would like to know that.
Thank you. From behind. Anyone? Please do go ahead. This is the time to ask the master, who has studied through practically 1/3 of the whole world, number of countries wise, perhaps half the world, size wise. Anyone? We are good listeners. No. This is the time to say, at least reflect on what he said. Sharma ji, very good. He is the visa man. Come, show your face also.
Namaskar. I just want to know the motivation you have for this long journey.
I still insist one person to come, 1 or 2 people to come quickly. Bhai, Come. Somebody. Here. One more person I want to queue up so that, come here. Anyone else also please queue up so that then we pass on the microphone to Dr. Singara. Come.
I think we can pass the microphone to them.
No, I'm not blocking the microphone. They have to own it. They have to take over. As they say, before you hand over, somebody has to take over.
Okay, sir.
चलो दिखाओ हाँ बोलो.
Sir, thank you very much and honored to hear your story, sir. And your story, I want to mention, like my husband now, he's also like the passion you have for motorcycle. Like my husband is same with a passion in the cricket, sir. I want to mention, like he was a very good, he was working in the one American company here in a project manager, very senior position. But he left. He is a passionate cricketer, and he left everything. And he really enjoys his passion, and nothing satisfies him more than his passion. His family, everything comes later. But really, sir, you people, salute to you all for your passion, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm just curious whether he has left her or only. The same question goes to you. Just as you were trading half the world, what happened to your wife and perhaps other family members? Vinod, कुछ बोलना है तुमको? हाँ, come. This is the last. Nobody else? Okay, Vinod is last.
Sir, first of all, I would like to thank you for giving me opportunity to say something here among all, and I'm honored to be a part of this discussion that we have somebody who is inspiring many to live their passion in their life, which is I think the most difficult task, because as he pointed out that money, time, energy, only very few people have this. So everybody want to live their passion, but because of these things, somebody don't have money, they are struggling in their day-to-day life for their bread, butter, and for their living. And the second thing, time also we don't have, because we always running after something in life and not living our life actually. And not by that, if we are doing something which is inspirational, we are inspiring the youth. And not only we are inspiring youth by doing something, but we are sharing our experience of life, which is not only inspiring but changes life of many who are just thinking and not doing. Thank you very much for coming and inspiring us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How big is your family besides the wife? Do you have some children also?
We decided.
So the question is finally, this is the last question from my side. You have heard everyone. So the floor is yours. Go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
We decided not to have our own children even before marriage.
The world has enough already.
I have adopted more than 25 children, informally or informally, whatever. I have helped more than 100 students to finish their degree, engineering, master, doctor. So the world needs some help, so we will do it. And when the sir, when he speak, he said, you have all three, you are lucky, we don't have that. I little bit disagree with that. Yes, not everybody have, but lot of time, people have money, time and energy. But what happened was, we wear the mask of fear or responsibility. What that mask does is, these three will simultaneously appear into a small window, and then you because of the haziness, you miss the window, and then you will lose at least one permanently. That is the problem. Lot of us we have. I'll give a classic example. What are you talking about? I have 2 kids, I need to send them to school, college, blah, 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 all. You started listing item after item after item as such that you want this world to do this. My philosophy, my belief system is that we all individual soul, no matter what your belief system, religion, whatever the way you are praised, everything that's different. When you have a children, you think that you own them. The children came through you, you don't own them. They are individual soul. As a social fabric, as a parent and all these things, there are certain governance, there are certain structures that we have devised, we have created. In that structure, a lot of people take it too far. If I have a children, I have to make sure they get everything what I don't have. I want to make sure they are so comfortable. I want to make sure they have everything for next 2-3 generation. And I wanted to do that whatever I failed to do through them. In this mindset, create the bonding, create that attachment, create the stress, and it make you to run after money, fame, and power. The whole human generation is ultimately running these three. First thing is money. As soon as you have enough money, the next thing, it become incomplete. Then you need a power. As soon as you have power, you need a fame. These three, always. But we are conveniently forgetting, due to our own ego, these three are tool. It has only limited power. After that, it doesn't have. The money, you don't spend it. It's sitting as a zeros and one in the bank account or some gold or whatever. You will be working for the money. The money is not doing anything for you. You are trying to protect it. You become a slave of protecting it. And we don't realize that. Money, more than your need, will make you as a slave. It don't make you as a security, or it's not helping you at all. Unfortunately, in life, we don't make all this realization. We think, yeah, it sounds good, but it's not practical. Who is going to pay for my kids' thing? I advise people, not advise, suggest. All you need is, when you have a children, they need the humanity and self-confidence. That's the only two things that you need to teach them. Not saving money, not paying them a school fee by luxurious or high-end school, providing them all the means, all these things. You are indirectly making them a dependent and not a creative, not a warrior. By providing everything to them, you are destroying their self. And that is the process making us as a dependent, making us that I have so much responsibility that I cannot do. As soon as we got the children, we don't live. We live child-centric life. You have no life at all because you don't know where to detach the attachment. Everything in life, whether it's a social life, professional life, intimate life, spiritual life, anything, there should be a detachment. Without anything in a detachment, you will become a slave. A detachment in an attachment will take you to the right balancing in life. You don't have to be extreme on anything. As long as you strike the balance of everything, the mission accomplished. We have to remember, we are leaving one day without taking anything, whatever you do. All these things is matter of the noise and turbulence and the fame, form, power while you are living. After that, you are nothing. You are a trash. We don't have that realization. So I'm coming back to G's question. I'm going to provoke. So you are traveling and you are asking people to beg? Absolutely not. I'm not asking everyone to start travel. I'm not asking everyone to give up. What I'm saying is, have a realization. Am I living my life? What is my identity? That you don't need to leave your job, leave your family, take a bike and go there. No. When you are walking around, when a janitor is picking up a trash, don't look at him, oh, he's a trash collector. Look at him as a human being. That generates your inner journey, no motorcycle. When I am begging for a food, there is a saying that you can doesn't mean you should. I can afford to eat at a restaurant, I can afford to stay I take this opportunity to destroy my ego. If you can destroy your ego when you are going for a walk, look at a janitor, and if you go and talk to him, even 3 words as a human, your mission accomplished. This is not the only way. I'm not suggesting everybody. Come out of your comfort. Talk to the normal people. Be a human being with every opportunity you have in your day-to-day life. That is the suggestion. I picked this. This is not for everybody. I'm not advocating to go and pick. The emphasis I make, don't focus on the pointer. Focus on the object that pointer is pointing to. It's not about me. It's not about what I am doing. The message that I am bringing in, that is the thing need an emphasis. Don't look at the pointer. Look at the focus, where the pointer is focusing to. With that, the objective is Don't live with the illusory identity of the phantom self that I'm the ego, the pride and that thing. Be a human being. That is your role. Whether you are a president, that's your role. Beyond that, you are a human being. If you are a janitor, that is your work. Beyond that, you are a human being. That is the message that I wanted to bring it up in whatever way that you can. I am taking it. In fact, I'm not at all comfortable in motorcycle. I'm a traveler, happen to be traveling by motorcycle. I learned motorcycle at the age of 50. Then you know how good I am. I'm a survivor. Why I took a motorcycle? Because four-wheel transports soul, body, and two-wheel transports soul. It is a four-dimensional travel. That is the closest thing where you will connect with the nature and the people. Flight you can do a point to point. That is a tourism. I am not a tourist. I am a traveler. And I don't visit the places. I let the place visits me. I don't see the touristic thing. I feel it. If I wanted to see, there is plenty of videos available in YouTube. In every place you wanted to see, there are a lot of things you can see it wonderfully, but you cannot feel it. So the most important thing, the way I'm traveling, is not to see the place, not to create a history, not to get my own self-promotion or bragging. It is me to feel that, to go through that, and take everything to a transformative way. For me, this is not the only way. There are everything. Buddha got enlightened when he was doing meditation under the Bodhi tree. There are people who enlightened when they were walking on the market. There are so many things. It's not the thing. It doesn't mean that everybody go and sit under Bodhi tree will become enlightened. No. The Bodhi tree doesn't give an enlightenment to Buddha. When Buddha got enlightened, he was under the Bodhi tree. The emphasis is not the Bodhi tree. Same way, traveling a bike, begging a food, asking thing is not the way. That's the way I'm doing it. For me to destroy my ego. There are a lot of things. The humbleness, the simplicity, the humanity, know who you are. That's the message that I'm passing it.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate you have summarized it absolutely beautifully in the end, I must say. So all those doubts are removed. At the same time, it does not make us a lazy person. We need to find our own journey, our own ambition. But you had pointed out to the object, as you say, and also made sure that we do not necessarily get glued to the pointer, but only to the object. In the process, asking us all, suggesting to us all, that we find our own inner cause, our larger reason, and try to achieve them without finding any unnecessary defensive argument or pretext for this and that. So outstanding, all in all, I must say. And with that, I think we give him a good round of applause. The questions are too many, but we got those answers. Thank you very much. Keep it up. And as soon as you finish your journey through India, please do look at least me up to find out whether your entire objective of trying for your inner discovery and to be a better human being, bereft of all this facade and the ego, etc. How does that evolve as you drive through India and industries and the various things which you will see, which will be, some of them will be treat to the eye, some of them will be pretty shocking or shaking. So either ways, I hope you finish this early. And do not forget us. My contacts will be with you through Binu. At least he has all the contacts. I will not be forgotten in any case. No, all the contacts are there, and we will also pick up your contact. In any case, we will be following through your social media. I hope he's a social media, right?
Yeah, on YouTube, not
YouTube. What is this? YouTube.
Facebook, Instagram, don't have an account. Only
YouTube does not count as a social media. It does. No. It is the podcast, perhaps.
My humble caution, Jay, you are getting into trouble.
Because? Why?
Because you see that today is one of the unforgettable day. I had many instances during my one way or another. Today, there is no word to explain. I always tell people when I'm going somewhere, asking people to give me a food, if they give me a food or give me a place to sleep or whatever, those things I may be able to return back. But today, the entire team and you all gave the time that is priceless, that the whatever time that you have given the media, the staff, and everybody, I will never be able to give back. This is the priceless gift that you had given, which I will never be able to repay. It's forever, it will stay in my mind.
Thank you very much from the entire team here. But we will not let you go off the hook so easily. We'll keep chasing you. We'll keep on benefiting from your experiences. Particularly, as we all have mentioned, that we are very, very much interested in how the India stories shakes you after so many years that you return back to your mother country, and particularly northern of Bangalore, as you say. So the real North India awaits you, just as the South India also wishes to once again salute you. So all in all, thank you.
Absolutely, Ji. I'm really, really looking forward to go to our motherland. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.